First and 10 for the St. Joe's Vikings on first down. Carrying the football was Bill Spleet, the fullback. Got it out over the 25 to the 27-yard line, a gain of almost 7 on the play. St. Joe's obviously looking for a couple of first downs here to try and give their defense a breather.
Right, they've only been out there 3 plays this whole half, so they got to get that defense rested. And that 7 yards is big when you hand to the fullback.
The stacked eye, and it's Spleet again. The first man through out close to first down yardage. As they unstack here, Lee Flinders on the stop. Looks like he picked up the first down he did. Let's quickly get down the sidelines to Paul Cox.
Well, we introduced you to the Cleveland St. Joe cheerleaders earlier on. We want to introduce you to the Fostoria cheerleaders. Let's get some names.
Brody Gear, Lisa Figolith, Sherry Wilson, Marcia Meyer, Kelly Schultz, Jennifer Cobler.
Okay, what's your favorite cheer? There you have it, Jack. Back up to you.
Thanks, Paul. They're going to need all the cheering they can muster for their Redmen, who trailed by 7 points with 8:25 to play in the football game.
Missed a play, but didn't miss anything different. Handed it off to the fullback again.
Busted play here. Miller going to try and make something happen. He's going to be stacked up at the 36-37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
I don't know if you could see it. Miller was pointing to himself. He knew he went the wrong way. All of the 10 guys knew what they were doing. Miller's still a good enough athlete to get back to the line of scrimmage and not make a disaster out of it.
Brian Riedling and Casey Macbeth on the stop for Fostoria. Big 3rd down play here as the clock continues to move. St. Joe's trying to grind it out. Give their defense some field position. The fullback, Clark, first down and more. Steve Clark still on his feet. Finally, they blow the whistles dead. Steve's going to keep on running, but the officials say his progress was stopped at the 44-yard line, but it's another first down for the St. Joe's Vikings.
Well, that's music to the ears of the coach of St. Joe's right now. They're running the ball to the fullback and picking up first downs, taking about a minute and a half off the clock with each first down, and they're also creating field position. They're looking at a state championship right here. You can see it in their eyes.
Great block by the left guard, Keith Kimball, on that play. The dive to Spleet, the first man through. Look at Spleet go. Out near the first down again into Fostoria territory. We told you that Bill Spleet and Scott Petch are the emotional leaders of this football team. All-state linebacker and some tough yardage running here in the 4th quarter.
Well, Spleet just put his head down and ran and wasn't going to let anything stop him that time. 8 or 9 yards on a carry that was just right up the gut.
The dive to Clark. Whistles blow as flags fly. I think we're going to bring this one back. Yep. Illegal motion called against St. Joe's, and instead of 2nd and short or a first down, they'll now face 2nd and about 6.
Well, that's the one you can't afford. You know, as a quarterback in the huddle right there, when you got 2nd and 1, you got to remind your linemen, no mistakes, listen to the snap count, no fumbles. Everything's in our favor right now. Let's get this first down.
Penalties are always costly, but on 2nd and short yard, any short yardage play, you hate to see that kind of mistake change the momentum. Ball at the 47. They have to get just inside the 41. So let's call it 2nd and a long 6. Clark cuts back. Trying to break a tackle. He'll have the first down. Aaron Hampton with an ankle tackle on Steve Clark, but it's a first down for the Vikings at the Fostoria 45-yard line.
Give that offensive line some credit. They caved in the backside of that pursuit from the Fostoria Redmen, and he cut back. Steve Clark cut back and made the play because the point of attack was not there.
This drive started at the St. Joe's 20-yard line. It is now advanced down to about the 42-yard line of Fostoria, and they have run off more than 3 minutes on the drive. Under 6 minutes to play. 21-14. Fostoria with an advantage of more than 100 yards in total offense, but they were stopped on a 4th and goal, and they've missed 2 field goals. St. Joe's leading it 21-14. Miller on the option. Macbeth runs him down at the 39-yard line.
Boy, great play by Casey Macbeth right there. It looked like it was a big play about to happen. Now it's 3rd and about 5 to keep this drive alive. But running right up the middle most of the time, the great call here, fake up the middle, get your best player with the ball outside, and Macbeth comes up and wraps him up.
3rd down, the ball inside the Fostoria 40. They have to get to the 35, does St. Joe's, to pick up the first down. Steve Clark breaks the tackle. First down as he juggles the ball. He goes out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, Clark and Spleet have just taken over this football game. They just refuse to let this thing be punted or changed. They're just going to keep running until the clock runs down to zeros, it looks like, because they're just not going to go down.
Keep in mind, Fostoria has only one timeout remaining. They had to use a timeout on an extra point try when they didn't have enough people on. They had to use a timeout on a punt try when they didn't have enough people on the field. And as the clock has now gone under the 5-minute mark remaining, the lack of timeouts looming larger and larger as Bill Gutbrod, in his 40th year at St. Joe's, less than 5 minutes away from his first state championship. Woodfolk, the tailback, for a solid 5 yards.
Well, the offensive line for St. Joe's right now might as well be bringing out some starter blocks, because they're just driving ahead as fast as they can. They're not even trying to pick out a man. It just looks like zone blocking. They're just driving off the ball and creating movement and letting the backs pick whatever's there.
Keep in mind that St. Joe's is very fresh right now because they had only 3 offensive plays in the 3rd period. Pet's trying to pull his way forward. He gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and about 3. Mike Llewellyn on the stop for Fostoria. The clock down under 4 minutes to play.
Well, Jack, well, no matter what happens with this drive, they've kept the ball long enough where Fostoria is going to have to change their offense to try to come back and score. So they've accomplished a great deal already. If they can get one more first down, they may just take that clock right down to 0-0.
3rd and 3. Clark again, not this time. What a stick by Mike Llewellyn, the linebacker.
Well, they have a great field goal kicker, but I don't know if they're going to take a chance to kick a field goal here.
It would be into a pretty stiff breeze, and they bring Bruce Leidy on with the play from the sideline. St. Joe's will go for it on 4th down.
This is a tough call because the field goal puts the game away, but they just don't have enough confidence into that breeze.
Option, Tony Miller. Tried to fall forward, he fumbled the football, they say it's down, and he is going to be shy of the first down. We also have to stand corrected. That is the first down for Fostoria as Miller is stopped short. We have been giving Mike Boris a lot of credit. As you see, Miller stopped just shy of the first down. They have just told us now of a number change. That's Fred Blaine, who has been wearing number 74, and not Mike Boris, so we apologize for those.
I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Boris had a good time watching this game so far.
Fostoria at their own 21 with 2:45 to play. Macbeth in motion. Kidwell in trouble. Down he goes. John C. leading the attack for St. Joe's, dropping Kidwell back inside the 10-yard line.
Well, as we talked, you can see what the drive has done to Fostoria's offense. They've had to change. They're going to have to go with the drop back. There's just too many yards to pick up with only one timeout. They've got 90 yards to drive now. Things do not look good. They need a big play.
Bruce Leidy was also in on the sack of Derek Kidwell as his dad, Dick Kidwell, looks from the sidelines, hoping his offense can go 90 yards in 2 minutes to tie up the ball game. Kidwell in pressure again. His pass is caught. John De La Rosa making the catch out of the 41-yard line. Brian Brown looked like he had the interception. The ball sailed over his head.
I think the wind had a lot to do with that. I think Brown thought he had that ball the whole way. He stood there, didn't go up and meet the ball when it was up there, and it just at the last second blew right over his head. I'm sure he feels bad about it. I think he thought he had that interception. Not a great thrown ball. He got hit as he let it go, and it just hung up there.
The fans on both sides rising to their feet. Kidwell to Aaron Hampton. They were going to run the flea flicker to Macbeth, but Scott Petch upended Hampton before he could pitch the ball.
Very Kidwell passes to
1:45 to play. Second down and 6. Play action to Macbeth. Kidwell gets out of one man's crouch and throws it deep downfield, and it is picked off. Intercepted. Brian Brown intercepts the football. Brian Brown, his punt return gave St. Joe's the lead. That interception may give them a state championship. 1.5 minutes to go in this football game. St. Joe's 21, Fostoria 14. We'll be back after this. A very distraught Derek Kidwell on the sidelines as he tried to go deep up the field. His pass went well over the head of his intended target. Brian Brown with the interception. St. Joe's now will try and run that clock down. Fostoria has just used its last time out after a first down play gained about a yard. But the important thing for St. Joe's, with 1:07 remaining, they don't need to give the ball back to Fostoria.
Well, they can run 2 plays here and just fall on the ball, and if it's 25 seconds between plays, that's going to take it down to about 8 to 10 seconds left in the game for their 4th down play. They might have to scramble around a little bit to waste that last 10 seconds. It'll be interesting to see if they take a safety if there's a little bit of time left and run around in the end zone and take a safety and punt it free, because I don't think you'd want to take a 4th down punt and risk the chance of it being blocked. So it's still, without timeouts, it looks like they might not even have to snap for 4th down, but it still is up in the air. I know Fostoria would like to have 2 more timeouts right now.
Yeah, those 2 timeouts they had to use in special team situations. Very, very costly to the Redmen. St. Joe's trailed 14-7 at halftime. 2 quick scores in the 3rd period. And great defense has put them within 65 seconds of a state championship. They'll mark the ball down. Referee Fred Vickerell will set the clock with 52 seconds to play. St. Joe's can use 25 seconds before they snap another one.
It's going to be close. They might have to snap it on 4th down.
3rd down. Miller will use as much time as he can. He goes down with 30 seconds to play. Now it depends on when they set the ball in play. They do now with under 25 seconds. St. Joe's will not have to make another snap. After 40 years of coaching football on the east side of Cleveland, Bill Guthrove will win his first state championship. The Cleveland St. Joseph Vikings, the Division II champions in the state of Ohio, 21-14. The St. Joseph Vikings, with great defense in the second half, coming up with big plays, bending but not breaking, have given Bill Guthrove a most emotional victory in his 40th year as head coach.
And you talk about the ride of a lifetime. There's a lifetime's worth of work in that ride right there, and you got to give a salute to him. It's been 40 years of long waiting and hard work, and he put a team together that ran on emotions today. We talked about it early in the game, but this team had a little bit, didn't have the bodies to match up, but they found a way to get it done. They found a way through different defenses and offensive schemes to stop that powerful running game, turned it around with that great punt return, and hung in the game with a magnificent drive at the end of the football game to put it away.
Lots of heroes for Cleveland St. Joe's. We'll talk more about the victory. Cleveland St. Joseph's, the Division II state champions, beating Fostoria 21-14. Reverse that score as the Vikings prevailed 21-14. We'll be back with more right after this.